Hello everyone, welcome back to the Overseer PC. Today we're going to have another look at the RTX 3060 in Fortnite. But this time around we're going to test if this card can actually stay stable at 240 FPS when it's capped. We will be testing this card in competitive plus DLSS and performance mode. If you haven't seen my previous video regarding all these three modes tested in normal settings, here's a link here. Anyway, before we proceed with the video, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. 98% of our viewers are actually not subscribed to the channel. Hey, it's free to subscribe and it really helps us a lot. We really appreciate it. Anyway, let's start with this video. RTX 3060 12GB. 240 FPS cap. Let's go. Okay, let's start off with competitive settings here. Pretty standard competitive settings. And for those who don't know, we're starting off with, from our run, we usually start off from the Weeping Woods going into the desert. So we know that this is the most graphically intensive part of the map, so that's why we're starting out with Weeping Woods, and we will do this for all our runs. So for competitive settings, you can see it's stable 240. It dips sometimes, but fairly it's stable. Indoors, same thing. Indoors, do you see a little bit of stutter there, but pretty negligible. And this is where we run through the forest, which is, as you've seen from my previous videos, a very graphically intensive part of the map. Pretty stable. Our frame times is very stable, so I'm very confident with competitive settings on our RTX 3060 12GB card. So, we hear someone in here. And there's someone's throwing rockets. Yig. Oh, didn't even kill that guy. Never mind. Oh, even through the desert, wherein there's a lot of landscape, it's pretty smooth, pretty stable. I am happy with this competitive settings here. Yeah, down that guy. And our GPU utilization is at 60%, which means that this is a CPU bound scenario. As for our competitive settings, it's always that way. We want the CPU to perform the beast. Okay, I'm trying my best to counter this guy with building. Everyone knows that I'm not good with building at Fortnite. I just do random builds and hoping I could corner the guy. But yeah, so yep. Get stuck. Okay. And yeah. Wow, that's a really big damage there. Dang. Okay, that was competitive. Let's try competitive with DLSS. Performance to DLSS. Let's see if we have any difference at all, but on first impression it seems like it's more or less the same. We do have those stutters there, but that's pretty normal when on your first drop. I mean, yeah, I couldn't really tell much difference in this case. It's still at 240. The frame time chat is stable. You do see that there are some small, small things there, small and the frame time chat, but that's totally negligible. I'm pretty happy with that one. A lot of people don't know that, when you look at gameplay runs, besides the FPS that you looked at, this is the frame time charts are the most important thing for me. Like I said, we need high FPS, but at the same time we actually need a more consistent frame time. So even if it's high FPS and it's not very consistent, I won't be happy with it. Oh, this is the part where I tried to do the forest run, but I got the god's attention, so I'm just running here. Yeah, just run. But so far everything's pretty stable in here. I'm happy with competitive with DLSS. I think there's not much difference in terms of consistency. Ooh. Okay, let's try to kill this guy. Boom. Ooh. He's just spamming his lasers there. Down. Oh, how come he died so fast? Oh well. Let's go. Whoa, there's a person here. Oh, I missed a lot. Oh, I missed a lot of shots. Oh well. Okay, by popular demand, I'm adding the low settings on our run. So this is low settings on everything low. It's pretty stable apart from the jump, of course, but yeah, you can probably tell that this is more or less the same as our competitive settings or the competitive settings with DLSS. Pretty smooth. You do have those small stutters there, but that's pretty negligible for me. Yeah, they're pretty like consistent. So yep, and this is a very graphic intensive part, as I've said before, but it's still consistent. Indoors, same thing, very consistent. Our GPU utilization is only at 50%. Well, CPU is at about, well, it says 27%, but actually it's maximum on a few cores because it's 4650 megahertz. Outdoors, still the same, pretty smooth, pretty stable. You know, you can't go wrong with this one here. If you're happy with just playing at 240 cap FPS, fine. Our forest run here shows the same thing, pretty consistent, like really consistent. There's not much I could really add to this setting. So totally the low settings totally viable with the RTX 3060 12GB. Of course, this is paired with a Ryzen 5 5600X, one of the fastest CPUs, mainstream CPUs as of today. Okay, and there's that guy again. Let's try to hit that guy. 262. Whoa. That guy's just a laser spam, hey. Laser spammer. Oh, I hear someone. Oh, whoa. He wants to join the party. There you go. Come on, die already. Oh, finally. Okay, this is me being stupid here. Let's do some emotes. Yeah. Let's break this one. Yeah. And emoting with very little life is a stupid mistake. Now there's someone has tried to kill me and I've got like 20 HP. Oh, I didn't even put my shield. Oh, no. Dude. Okay, let's try performance mode and see how this actually performs with 240 FPS cap. So you can see, okay, that's pretty normal. A little bit of stutter there during the drop. I brought up the frame time chart here because I want you to see the effect of this one here. Look. The stuttering is a little bit there. It's there, and the FPS has dropped as well. So we don't have the consistent 240 FPS. Over here it drops to 217. We didn't get any of this on our previous few runs with the low or in the competitive settings, or even with the DLSS. Indoors it's consistent at 240, but you could probably see from our frame time charts that it is starting to be more erratic, a little bit erratic, but it's, you know, it's there. You can feel it. So outdoors, same thing. Yeah, you can see, you know, those, you know, erratic waves on our frame time chart. Look, it's there. This is what I don't like about the performance mode. It's too inconsistent for me at this stage. I can't recommend this one. I know a lot of pros say that they use performance mode because they feel it's faster and all that stuff, or more responsive, but in reality is performance mode is not there as of the moment. Its frame times is actually not stable if you look at it, you know, from a graph. Compare it to our, you know, other low and competitive settings. Even in here you can see, look at that. It's a very erratic. Our frame times is just there. You know, there's just those, the line is just not as smooth. And you can see that that was a scenario where there's not much really going on apart from the trees and stuff. Okay, anyway, let's just enjoy this game here. Yep, gotta loot some stuff. Yeah, you can see when we're, you know, viewing the landscape there. Yeah, it's not consistent. Yeah, the frame time's not consistent. So what I would probably tell you guys is maybe just avoid performance mode at this stage. And this is the same thing when I was doing just the regular run for our RTX 3060 12GB video gameplay. Yeah, I've got the link here if you missed that video, but this was a video that I did without any caps, FPS cap, just the raw gameplay video. Yeah, alright, let's run. The storm is coming. So even in here, look, it's just not consistent. You can feel that the chart is just a bit like slightly inconsistent. Yeah, right. I'm going to die. Oh yeah. So there you have it, guys, all our competitive settings at 240 FPS cap. I did include in here the epic settings at 240 FPS cap, not that it matters. This is without shadows and no DLSS, so it's basically just stock epic settings without shadows. So yes, just to show you guys what it looks like as well. So I hope this video has helped you, has given you information and give you some insights on if the 240 FPS cap is good. I could actually say that it's quite good on most of the settings apart from our performance mode. So anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.